Hi everyone, this is Love Crafty Girl, and in this video I'm going to be doing a free printable in my Happy Planner. As I was about to pull out the 2 pages I'm going to be working on, I realized that I hadn't done the week of August 14th, and I wasn't quite sure why I hadn't done this video. And so as I was going through my planners to see what had happened, I realized I know exactly what happened. It was because when I was gonna videotape for this week, the solar eclipse printable popped up, and I really wanted to do that, but I couldn't use it in this planner because the solar eclipse was going to happen on the 21st, and I had already done a Sailor Moon spread. So I went over to the mini Happy Planner and did it there. But I forgot to come back and film this planner for this week. So I will be doing a different video for this particular week using a different printable. I have a lot of printables that I printed out in the past that I haven't used yet. So I want to pick one of those randomly and just do it for this and just show you how I put those stickers together and how I created that, them with this week. So look forward to that video. But for this video, I am going to be working on the current week coming up, which is August the 28th, going into September. And so for this week, I am doing a Neco Atsume Printable spread. I already printed it out. I have it right here. My organized potato. So they're here, ready to go. And so just keep watching so you can see how I come up with Neco Atsume here. I'm actually looking forward to it. And subscribe so you can see how I'll do the other printable with the other week that I haven't done yet. So continue watching. So here I started with covering up the bottom part of the page. I already had cut out and measured the sticker paper that I was going to cover that with, so I quickly just covered that. And then I decided to go right into the washi tape, and that one took me a little bit of time because I don't show that in the video, but I had a few colors that I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use, but I actually like the dark blue. It had the dark blue at the corner, which is August, September, and I didn't want to cover that, so I figured this would be a good way to implement that color into the spread. So I used a small dark blue to cover the orange bars. I was actually going to keep those orange bars, but then when I had done the layout before I even cut out the little catches, just the organized potato layout, it was way too much orange. So I knew I needed a contrast color to keep it balanced with the two colors. So I decided to go with the blue, and I think that worked really well. After that, I started with the side part of the paper, and I put the Neco Atsume sticker there, and then I put two I guess you call them check. I don't know what you call that. Anyways, I put these two boxes that have the little hearts so you can make my little list of what important things are coming up for that week. And then I'll put like 2 little kitties that I printed out at the bottom to cover that little bare area at the bottom. And then I'll put the 4 kitties in the middle of the bottom of the page, and that actually was one whole strip that came in the organized potato, but it only brought one, and I didn't want to just use one for one page, so I decided to cut it in a way that it was a little even. So I did 4 for this page, and then the other 5 will go on the other page. So now I'm going to put the big boxes on the page, and I realized that these boxes are actually a little bit bigger than the actual square of the Happy Planner. So I had to remind myself that I had to overlap both the top and bottom of the washi tape. And then once I did all of those, I put down the checklist. And then once I put the checklist, I put down the little kitties that I had printed out and cut out, and just placed them in the boxes how I thought they would look cute in. So now I'm working on the second page, and I had already measured and cut out the white sticker paper to cover the bottom part of the page. And if you notice, the bottom part design actually has that blue tone like the washi tape, and I was going to originally keep it and just put the cats over it, but I felt like the cats just didn't look well. It looked like they got washed out, like the blue sort of overtook their little faces, and I didn't want that. So I think covering up worked well for me. After that, I used the blue washi tape to cover up the orange bars. So now I'm putting down the big square stickers that I had cut out onto the page. After I put down all 4 of those, I will then stick down the checklists at the bottom of the page, and then after that I will put down all the little kitties I cut out into their proper squares. So I decided to cover the top part of the pages where the days of the week and numbers are. I originally was going to keep it just the way it was, but as I looked at the pages carefully, I felt like it didn't go. I felt like something was missing. So I ended up just covering those up, and then I also went through my days of the weeks that I have and looked for a color that would go well with this. So once I did that, I chose this kind of a light brown tone of stickers for days of the week. And as you can see, I'm laying them out on the page, and that's how they're supposed to be laid out. But I didn't like the way it looked, so I decided to try something new on the spot. I decided to cut out the heart, and you'll see that I'm going to start laying down each days of the week with the heart at the bottom and see whether or not it looks good. And I actually did like the way it looks, so then I just ended up peeling down each sticker. So now that I'm doing the second page by cutting the days of the week and the heart, I think that it was a good choice. I think that if I had done the days of the week just the way they are in a straight row, I think it would have just not looked well. I think the white space would have been, it would have been missing something. Like you would need to put something above it and under it just to fill up that white area. So by doing this, I think that made it all just come together a lot better. So I was going to leave it just the way it was, but then I really wanted to fill in that white area, and I had these Neco Atsume print out that I had found online that I wasn't able to implement into the spread because I felt like there was just too much going on. And so when I saw, after I had put down the days of the week with the heart at the bottom, I could see that there was a little white space between them, and I thought that would be a perfect area to put these little faces of the cats to fill in that area. So here's the final outcome to the Neco Atsume printable. I think it came out really cute. I like the way it all fit together. I think the printable that I got from Organized Potato was amazing, and then I was able to find other stickers on Google to implement into this spread. So let me just go over what belongs to Organized Potatoes printable. All the big boxes are her printables, even the checklist ones. Everything else is from Google. I wanted to use more of the kitty cats, so I got the ones that had names of them. And then the top part, I was going to leave it the way it was with the original days of the week and numbers that the page brings, but I didn't feel like it went with the whole spread, so I decided to cover it and use the printables that I use of the days of the week from Planner Envy. I also decided to cut out the heart and put it at the bottom, which is my first time doing that. I thought that was a cool idea. And then I noticed that I had these little white gaps, and then I had these little face stickers of the cats, and I couldn't put them in here at the bottom, so I felt like it was too busy. But luckily these little white gaps popped up, and I decided that was a perfect place for them to be in. So I did that, and I think overall it just came out perfect. I decided to keep the weekend area orange because there's orange in the printable. The white spaces I think is perfect, so you can just see the cat themselves and you're not busy with like looking at whatever background I decided to put in the back. So I decided to keep it white, but I think it came out good. I think without, I was planning this as I went, really. The sticker layout, I kind of had an idea, but I noticed I was changing it around. But overall, it came out cool. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a 2 thumbs up, and also subscribe because I'll be bringing out a new printable next week. I'm not sure which one I want to do. So, keep a lookout for that. So, see you next time.